a lot of people want to be like Lawrence Oyor, as in produce one music is going everywhere. You know, everybody wants to sing a song with you, write a song with you, blah, 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 blah. But what I'm trying to say is, when did the blow come? How did you blow? Because you talked about patterns. It's established that, because there are a lot of talented musicians who are working in studio, coming up with whatever. But I remember you saying something to me personally. You met somebody at an airport. Yeah. So you've been doing all these prayer things, you know. There's something I think to be learned
to really answer that question, it's been in phases.
Okay.
Yes. What people call explosion is in phases. But of course, I realized that looking back, every time I thought I exploded, it was not really explosion. And I dare say, I was talking to a gospel minister this week. I said all of us are just, most even Christian music, we are still in a bubble. I am telling you, sir, we are still in a bubble, thinking that we are impacting, you know, like really impacting. And this year revealed that to me. All the things we call impact is our bubble. It's our bubble. It's our bubble. My God. It's our bubble. So, and that's why people don't go further, because you're still in that bubble and you're already proud. You're already full of yourself. Go on the road and you find out in one random nation that nobody knows you exist. We're seeing our bubble. For example, even the entire, how do I say this now? The apostolic movement in Nigeria enter into certain nations, especially the ones that don't have English as their primary. You find that many people there don't know that anything exists or is going on. So we're still heavily powering the English-speaking nations and some of the French nations in Africa. So we're still in that bubble.
The Portuguese, we haven't reached Spanish.
They don't know just some little sprinkles. They don't know we exist
at all.
But we are thinking, oh my God, we're shifting the world. So looking back now, I can just tell you different points where there was more ventilation, as it were, on what I was doing. One of them was when I met God's servant Apostle Moses Baduba in the airport. I was 7 at the time, 2015. And he just passed by, and I've heard his stories about how he laid hands on a madman and all the relations, you know, connected to the madman. The power of God hit all of them. They all fell at the same time as the man fell. And I like power. So I heard that. I say, my God. I knew a person personally he laid hands on, and that one prayed for like 5 days inside toilet. Heavily graced for, you know. He has ministered in the nation and rain fell. And after 7 years of not having rain in the nation. So seeing him pass by, imagine me hungry for God. You know, I have more steals now. That time I was steeless, completely. Like my generation would say, you know, if I see it, I just start misbehaving. So I saw him, oh my God. I wanted to, you know, run at him, and I tried to how am I going to do this? He entered into the VIP lounge. I think his flight was close to the time, so he came out. I knew it was for me. So I ran to meet him, and I said, my name is Lawrence Oyor. And then, cut long story short, brought out my seed to give to him. I remember him saying, I'm supposed to give to you. I thought you said you are saving. I said, sir, it was not Melchizedek that collected from Abraham, that gave to Abraham. It was Abraham that gave to Melchizedek. So I believe that triggered his debt. Because that's something I teach people in my generation. Anytime you meet a grace, try as much as possible with your utterances to trigger their depth. Blessings come from different locations in a person's heart. Isaac was telling, why must I eat for I bless you? He says, prepare me venison that my soul, the soul is intellect, will, and emotions. So it means do something that will touch my emotions. And I will bless you.
And the blessing will not just be from my throat, from my mouth.
Oh my God. So but this time around with utterances, speaking to to the spiritual dimension. That I'm not just dashing money. I don't exactly have a lot. I'm saving.
It's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice.
It was not too much, but to me.
Yes.
And that's another thing people make mistake with. They're always trying to. You want to be big first before you learn that. Yeah, this sacrifice.
Should we start from where you are?
Yes, it is big to you. Forget about who you are giving it to.
Yes.
The person giving, like Jesus said to the widow, that she has given more than all, because in comparison with what she had, that's a whole lot.
Yes.
In comparison with what they had, that was not too much. So she gave more than them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So people are getting it mixed up. So I gave him that. It wasn't too much, but this was a lot to me. Yes. And this was me saying that I'm connecting to the grace of God on this man's life. Then he said, "Blessed be the God of Dr. J.F. Oyor, who has taught his children to put a sacrifice on every altar they encounter. And the Lord give you a sure place in this nation.
Wow.
And a sure place on the earth."
Wow, man.
From that moment, the next week after that, bam, 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 the thing started. I met again another, man of God from the CSC denomination now, who I heard had fasted for 17 years, breaking with coconut and garri.
17 years?
Yes.
Non-stop?
17 years, sir. Breaking with coconut and garri. So I met him, this was 3 years after now. That's why I said this thing has been happening in phases. Met this man of God and sowed our seed, my brother and I and one other friend. And he said, "Kunle."
Which means kneel down.
Yes, so I kunled. And this is the first time I see somebody declaring, didn't pray, didn't say, "In the name of Jesus," he just said, you'll be very viral. Especially among young people. Declared a couple of things, gave some instructions and warnings. That was it. 1 month after, it was aggressive. And so on and so forth. After marriage too, there was that boom, that happened also. Some will be familiar with that one as well. So shift after shift after shift, I've noticed the trend. Sometimes it was graces that I encountered. Sometimes it was just dealings that I came out from. Sometimes, and the dealings mostly, I'm talking about death processes.
This death to yourself.
Yes, death to self, death to self, death to self.
Okay.
Death to self. Sometimes instructions that killed something. That's basically what the instructions are doing. When it says do this, it's trying to hit on something. Once that thing dies, bam, you enter into another measure.
Wow.
Yeah, sometimes it's influence if it's according to your book, because the fact that you're not influential doesn't mean you're not following your book. Yeah, for my assignment, the influence is important. Yeah.
This is really significant. I mean, and takes me to, as we begin to round up the interview, there has to be a part 2 one way or the other. I don't know how we're going to do this one way or the other. We have to do a second part to this, because there's a lot, and we could drill down on each of the various subject matters. I want us to talk about influence, because you were also talking about, this thing is in levels, and you're in a bubble. This is your song of favor. Let's first of all say, when you had the meeting with God's servant, the one at the airport, what was the first thing that happened?
Yeah, the next week people started reaching out and said, "I heard your song, I heard your song."
What song was that?
Songs that people won't know. If I'm still saying it now, they won't really know.
Okay.
The songs I just played with the guitar, back then. One of them was a birthday song that still went viral recently again. That time it was just with the guitar and voice. "Happy birthday to you." Somebody was using it to pray.
Wow.
That's when I knew that something weird was going on. Just a birthday song. The guy said that's what he uses for. He first started by saying, "Your songs have blessed me, songs have blessed me." I didn't put it anywhere. So how did you get the song? I wasn't doing SoundCloud. I was not doing Spotify.
Where did you sing that song?
Just in the Corpers Lodge.
Singing birthday to somebody?
No, just singing a song for a believer who is celebrating birthday.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you.
You were just, and there was nobody celebrating.
Nobody. I just received it here. Many happy returns. Happy birthday to you, child of God.
Wow.
You live long on earth. You serve God for life. Happy birthday to you. Some who have followed for that long know what I'm talking about. So, after this guy,
was
2014, 15,
and then somebody
reaches out to me. No, that's when that first phase happened. That's why I said it's in levels, because some people looking at me now don't know the song I'm talking about.
Okay, so the guy reaches out to you and says,
your songs have blessed me. I've using them to pray. So I was curious which of them.